What is up, Pokefans? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and this is our Season 8 Master Rank climb till we hit Master Rank using a team that we built from scratch. Now, a couple of things before we get started. One of them is the podcast is finished. Hooray! You guys will be seeing that on Thursday, as long as the boys do not have any disagreements with what was talked about in the editing of the episode. So we should see that at 8 a.m. Thursday morning. Second thing, shorts. Shorts are very interesting to make. I didn't understand how to make them at first on YouTube, and now I have a stronger grasp at doing that, which is 100% great. But the metrics that I do see on my side is kind of finicky. Like, there was one time where it had a dislike, so I was like, okay, you guys don't like it, I'll do something else. And then it had 50-50, like, okay, that's interesting. And then they both disappeared, and then it looked like my subs were going up, and then it disappeared as well. So it's like, okay, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm gonna create another one just to kind of test the water still, but I pass off the question to you. Would you rather have matches of the episode that you're watching right now, so that if you didn't know what was going to happen, you can see it live? Or would you guys would like a spotlight instead? So it's like I pick a Pokemon that I currently see on the ladder, figure out how to build it, and then showcase it to you in a mini short for you guys to maybe use in VGC. And if you want, we could even make a giveaway out of it if you'd like. Not any of the ones that I can only get once per game, because if I had to retry everything, it's going to take a long time. So maybe not that, but if it's breedable, nature, stats, stuff like that, if you guys want a copy, I'll train it up for you, and then we can give it away during that. And it does not go towards the Master Urban Challenge. I know some of you are kind of excited for that one, so we will not include that one for the Master Urban Challenge, but it's still the same thing. I passed that question off to you. Which one do you guys like? So last episode, we are currently, let me bring up my metrics here, 15 and 20, 35 battles all together, and we are in Ultra Ball. So we have a win rate right now of 43%. I still would like to get that higher, but we're going to do another 5 matches today, and we should be at greater standing. So before we get started, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Let's get into our matches for today and move on. All right, our first match is up against Dragonite, Zapdos, Chien-Pao, King Gambit, Urshifu, and Fluttermane. Okay. So this is going to be a very interesting team, Zapdos especially, but if Zapdos is there, he's either going to give Tailwind or his Discharge. No one on that side of the field is resistant to Discharge, so one of them must be that Terra Ground to negate that Discharge. And Dragonite does get Earthquake, so that could be what we're seeing, but then it would take out his Terra Normal business, so that might be what we're looking at. We're going to bring in our Tornadus and Garchomp in case that is the case over there with Zapdos. Then we will bring in a Chien-Pao and Urshifu from the back. We'll leave Fluttermane and Regieleki in the back for now. I don't think that they'll give us a great advantage. It obviously would knock out its own Fluttermane if we did our own with Fluttermane matches. Like, they're going to knock each other out. Could also use it towards the Dragonite, but since we're going to be walking in with our own Dragon, it should take up most of that. And we're going to be Terra Steel, so if they did bring in their Fluttermane, we're not really looking terrible in that matchup. So looks like Chien-Pao and Dragonite. Oh, well, nope. This is going to be the big one. Okay. So question is, should I give Tornadus the Terra, or should I give Garchomp the Terra? Well, I do have to use Tailwind first. But that ×4 to Ice is going to be a problem. Rud. All right. Tailwind, Terra, Chien-Pao. I have to really hope that he's not going straight into Terra Normal. If he goes Terra Normal and does Dragonite things, I have no way to really counter it. So he is gonna go into... Okay, so he did extreme speed, but it went over to Garchomp, which did a little, but I did break his multi-scale if it does. Terra Blast is gonna go right into Chien-Pao. Now Tailwind was accessible, so we did survive that encounter there. And because Chien-Pao's down to Sash, it's going to pretty much get knocked out next turn. But Chien-Pao will then Ice Spinner into Tornadus, which is going to knock it out. Okay. We're going to swap in Urshifu. We're going to protect Urshifu. I mean, I could Earthquake, but it does nothing to the Dragonite. He's probably going to double into that slot. Aqua Jet to Chien-Pao, protect Garchomp. Like I said, he's probably going to double into it. He's going to extreme speed into one of these, and I would much rather have it into Garchomp than anything else. But that would probably be the calc, is to extreme speed. Goes into the Urshifu, will not knock it out. Aqua Jet will now go into the Chien-Pao and knock it out. So he didn't do the Sucker Punch, but I thought that he was going to. Which I'm okay with. It was probably Ice Spinner or Sacred Sword, but I go first, regardless. Okay, so Urshifu can't protect here. I mean, mine could, but it's not going to do anything. My Urshifu is going to protect so that I can... Oh no, that's not going to do anything. Yeah, protect here, and I'm gonna Terra Blast in Dragon Claw into Dragonite. Dragonite needs to go down now. Now Urshifu could still knock out my own Urshifu, right? Or Dragonite could knock out Urshifu. But my Urshifu is protecting, so I'm just leaving Garchomp open. So we'll hope. Urshifu will protect. Extreme speed. Goes into the Garchomp, brings it down to yellow. Rough Skin brings it down a little bit more. Here comes Aqua Jet from Urshifu. It's just gonna knock out Garchomp. Rough Skin does a little bit of damage. He already protected last turn, so there wasn't any way that I could really save him. But that extreme speed, though, that's what really bugs me. Honestly, they should put extreme speed where all the other things are, because like having it just like right above them, and so many people have access to it. Like, ugh, so hard to deal with. Okay. Surgeon strikes onto Dragonite, which isn't going to do a whole lot. And we're going to Sucker Punch their Urshifu. There goes Urshifu, so mine goes down. This is going to attack, most likely. Sucker Punch. 2 quarters. Surgeon strikes. Gonna pop the Sash and knock him out. Like, it's Garchomp's Terra is not only defensive, but it's also offensive. A lot of people take it over. It's really hard. But as of now, let's go on to the match number 2. All right, match number 2 is here, and we've got Torkoal, Lilligant, Regieleki, Urshifu, Ursaluna, and Cresselia. Okay, so this is going to be very, very interesting to play against. We'll walk in with Tornadus, Urshifu. Water Main, and let's see, who else do we want to walk in with? Hey, I don't think I really have an answer to Cresselia, but I can walk in with Garchomp to negate what I would get from Regieleki. Lilligant's not going to take any damage from that either. I think I have it set up because it's like it's hyper offensive speed, and then it switches to Trick Room, which because Trick Room is an option with Cresselia, we're not going to activate like Tailwind or anything like that. We're just going to go natural speed until it comes down to whatever we have. But we do have to activate Tailwind at first because it's probably going to be... It's not. Okay, good. Interesting. So in this way, we don't really have to activate any of our moves right away, but we're probably going to. We're going to go Tailwind and Terra Water Surging Strikes to Regieleki because we want to be faster than they are, and we're going to get that. Now, the priority move here from Urshifu is Aqua Jet. We're not going to worry about Aqua Jet too much. Instead, we're just going to knock out the main priority here, which is Regieleki. He not only one-shots Tornadus with just what? He's still... Oh, what? Interesting. He must be scarfed. He has to be scarfed because there's no way that he was going to outspeed us otherwise. Like, he hits 277, which is no laughing matter, but I should be faster than him. Close combat over to my Urshifu, which is going to knock it out, unfortunately, because it is close combat and Electro Web went off first. But it didn't do the damage that I thought it was. It would knock him 2/3, which is granted just as worse as, you know, running Scarf. But yeah, so there's that. Okay, we'll bring in our Flutter Mane next. And Cresselia comes up next. Cresselia is very, very interesting. We can taunt, most likely will carry a mental herb, but if it doesn't, I mean, I already activated Tailwind, it doesn't really matter at this point. So I think the best option is to go ahead and use, ooh, everything is super effective, but it's not, oh yeah, we'll do that. That's neat. Hey, little Terra. Is it the Urshifu? Please let it be there. It's not Cresselia. God dang it. Oh, it's Fairy. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. Shadow Ball will now go into Cresselia. And Blinkwind should now come in, and we did drop her. Oh, almost. Urshifu will hang on with the Sash. And speed did fall for Urshifu. Surging Strikes will now hit Flutter Mane, which unfortunately it's going to knock it out. And Trick Room. Yep, there it is. Just really hoping that we'd knock it out, but it's not going to do it. But now we have an easier chance because now we have Garchomp coming out of the field, which is kind of against water, might be neutral to it just because of the fact of yeah. Anyway, Bleak Wind, and we're gonna, oh, we can't Terra. Oh no. Protect. That's what we'll do. Oh wait, Urshifu's on the field. Never mind. Well, still protect. Why not? Aqua Jet's gonna still get through it. Close Combat's gonna get through it. There's like not a whole lot that I can do. We'll see. Moonblast will go into the Garchomp, which will do nothing because it's protected. And Surging Strikes will now hit Garchomp. Oh, it's not super effective, but the Rough Skin will knock it out before it can get the rest of its hits. So that's dope. And here comes Bleak Wind. Oh, it's gonna miss the Cresselia. That's awesome. That is Awesome. Oh, no. Like, I just went to a tournament and that's what happened a lot, was Bleak Wind hit, like, missing everybody. Okay, we have 4 or 3 more rounds of Trick Room, 1 more turn of Tailwind. But honestly, I don't think it's going to really matter. We're going to taunt Cresselia just because. And I will Dragon Claw. Yeah, Ursaluna. Ursaluna will protect, so there's nothing going to happen there. Taunt. Proc your Mental Herb. Yep, there it is. Moonblast goes right into Garchomp. We'll knock it out. I forgot that I used my Terra. If I didn't use my Terra, I would have just Terra Steeled Garchomp and he would have been fine. But no, I had to use it on someone else. It's 2-on-1 and I'm halfway down and Trick Room is active. This is very unlikely. Yep, we're just stepping. It's very unlikely. Facade's gonna go off first, and they can't survive that. So that sucks. Another L. Let's go to game 3. All right, for game 3, we've got Regieleki, Samurott, Rillaboom, Heatran, Scizor, and Goodra. Hisuian Goodra, which is a Pokemon that showed up a lot in the tournament that I went to on Saturday. He is really, really bulky. I don't recall him being so bulky though, so either I ran into people that didn't build him correctly or they didn't really have an answer to him. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out here in this video for sure. Okay, so let's bring in Tornadus and Regieleki, Chien-Pao, and Garchomp. I think that's who we'll bring in. Chien-Pao is going to be able to take down Rillaboom if he comes out. Garchomp's going to be able to take out Regieleki if he comes out. Scizor is kind of like up in the air, but I believe I can withstand most of his attacks. So we'll see. So Regieleki and Rillaboom. Okay, so we have a potential fake out person right now. So I think the best option for me is to Terra Ghost so that I ignore. Well, no, I don't have to really ignore fake out. I've got Covert Cloak, so I don't really have to do anything. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and activate Tailwind. I do have to worry about it for Regieleki, so I'm going to go ahead and protect here. Because fake out could hit Regieleki and then he does nothing, in which Tailwind doing nothing doesn't do anything. So it seems to be the case. I will get Tailwind off, but unfortunately I will not get anything else off because Regieleki is going to probably knock him out. Tailwind goes off next. And Volt Switch. We'll get the KO right off the bat. And Regieleki went back to the trainer. So for turn 2, what are we looking like? Who's your next Pokemon? Goodra. We'll bring out Chien-Pao next. Chien-Pao will then go ahead and maybe Sacred Sword into Goodra. Yes, and then Regieleki is going to Terra Ice and hit the Rillaboom. We're going to go with the Ice Beam set now. I think that's the better option for us. Rillaboom doesn't really have any fire attacks. I think it's all grass, maybe ground. Maybe, but I think he's mainly grass. So Terra Blast into the Rillaboom because he didn't protect or do anything. So here you go. It's not a one hit, but it gets it down to about half. Sacred Sword goes into Goodra. It's about 60%. U-turn will now activate and hits in the Regieleki, so he goes back. And we now bring out Scizor. And Goodra will do Shelter, which then raises its defenses 2 whole stages. And I get an HP increase because of Grassy. And leftovers. We're gonna Ice Spinner into Goodra so we can get that Grassy Glide out of here. And I'm gonna protect Regieleki because of the Bullet Punch from Scizor. Oh, Bullet Punch will go into Chien-Pao, which is super effective, but I still live. It'll pop its Sash, obviously. I can't use it again. But now Grassy Surge is gone, and Heavy Slam will go into the Regieleki and does nothing. Let's go. So now we will protect with Chien-Pao. Wait. Let's think about this for a second. I'm going to Sucker Punch into Scizor. And I'm going to Terra Blast. Yep, there we go. Terra Blast into Hisuian Goodra. So the Bullet Punch was going to the Chien-Pao, which is what I predicted, but I wanted to do some damage on the Scizor in the event that he does it on the Chien-Pao or on the Regieleki instead. But now here comes Terra Blast, Terra Ice into Hisuian, and oh man, it did like nothing. It did so little, it was nothing. Okay. Even though that it's deep, like physical defenses, that's a Terra Blast, which is special. And my Tailwind's gone. So, Garchomp. He still has 2 Pokemon in the back, too. Ugh. This is gonna be hard. This isn't gonna do anything to the Goodra. Scizor will probably knock me out if Goodra doesn't. Earthquake goes off first. Gonna knock out both. I figured he would have done a priority move, Bullet Punch, but for some reason he didn't. Maybe he just gave up on the fact that they were gonna go down. I don't know. Right now, the only one that could do damage to me is Rillaboom, so I think I'm going to focus on him. He has not used his Terra yet, so I'll go ahead and just go off with the Earthquake, but he is faster. So here comes the Terra Ice Regieleki. Which means I am ×4 weak to that Pokemon, and he's faster. There's no way. Also Fake Out. Rough Skin beats up Rillaboom a little bit. Terra Blast. Even with the Protect here, it wouldn't really matter. Would not matter. Well, that's another L. Let's go to game number 4. Okay. Game number 4 has Landorus. This is his alternate form. Gastrodon, Fluttermane. Wow, just absent-minded already. Thundurus. That's interesting. Amoonguss and Chi-Yu. Okay, so one thing for sure that we have to worry about is Landorus, but he's not the Therian form, he's the incarnate form. And because he's incarnate, he's going to have Intimidate and is probably going to be built Assault Vest. Very strong Pokemon nonetheless. Gastrodon is to pretty much shut down all of Urshifus that are coming out right now, so I don't blame them. Let's see. We're going to go in with Tornadus, Chien-Pao, Garchomp and Regieleki would not be a good fit. I mean, Urshifu could. 2 out of the 6 are weak against him. We'll bring Fluttermane. We're gonna bring in Fluttermane. I don't want to be put into a position where Regieleki only has to deal with Landorus and Gastrodon by himself, and even then, Gastrodon I don't think is really weak against ice. I know Landorus would be. Not Tornadus, but Thundurus would also be, because he would be electric flying, and so that would be ×2. It would Gastrodon and Thundurus versus Tornadus and Qianpao. Okay, first off, we're gonna go ahead and just get this out of the way. We're gonna taunt the Tornadus, and we're gonna go ahead and actually, if we're gonna taunt, let's do it this way. Tailwind, Ice Spinner into Thundurus. Okay, he's gonna taunt. He's faster than me? Huh. Interesting. Ice Spinner. We'll knock out Thundurus. Is he fast? Oh, he probably is. Well, I thought they were all in the same slot except for Landorus. Yawn will make Qianpao drowsy. Neat. And here comes Chi-Yu with his Beads of Ruin. So I think we're gonna go ahead and use Bleak Wind on both and Sacred Sword on Chi-Yu. What? Oh, he's scarfed. That's why. Never mind. Sacred Sword knocks him out. Like, wait, what? But that makes sense. Sacred, he's scarfed. And Gastrodon. Ice Beam goes right into Tornadus. That's totally fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Gastrodon, who's been out here since the beginning of the game, isn't affected by nothing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring out Fluttermane. Now, Gastrodon having Ice Beam as a stable kit is interesting. Next up is gonna be their Fluttermane, so that's gonna be very, very interesting. I should Terra. I don't think they used their Terra yet. But I should Terra and Dazzle Gleam to hit both and swap out. Actually, no, I can't. I'm just going to protect. I'm just going to force the protect. I don't think they've Terra'd. If I recall, they didn't. Tornadus went down. Then who's their second Pokemon? I don't remember. Dazzling Gleam comes down on my side. Does about half on both. Shadow Ball will go into my Fluttermane, which isn't going to knock it out. It gets half. And then Earth Power. Nope, it'll survive with 15 HP left. Let's go. And Gastrodon has leftovers. Interesting. So now we're going to Dazzling Gleam again. And let's go ahead and Sucker Punch the Gastrodon. I don't think Qianpao's going to wake up here. He could, but I don't think he will. They Terra. Tried to resist a little bit of damage that Fluttermane's going to do. It's going to be fire, so it's going to keep him alive for a little longer. It's a good call. Qianpao did wake up, though, to do Sucker Punch into that slot, so it goes down before. Because of a crit. Ooh. Here comes Dazzling Gleam. Knock out the Fluttermane. I don't remember what his second was. Oh, Chi-Yu, that's right. Never mind. It wasn't a complete sweep, but there was game 4. We got our first win. Nice. All right, our 5th and final match is finally here. We've got Tornadus, Iron Hands, Charizard, Great Tusk, Rillaboom, and Fluttermane. A wide assortment of Pokemon for sure. We've got the, well, we don't have a water core, but we do have a fire, ground, grass core, and then thunder, lightning fighting, flying, and then ghost fairy. Interesting to say the least. So how should we build upon this? Well, Tornadus on their side is most likely going to be rocking with the mental herb or the covert cloak. My guess is it's going to be more the mental herb. So taunting them isn't going to really do a whole lot for me. They have 2 fake out users with Iron Hands and Rillaboom. And judging by my team, it would probably be best to bring in Rillaboom. So I'm going to bring in Tornadus, Garchomp, Chien-Pao, and Urshifu. That's who I'm going to bring in. The majority of my Pokemon's going to be able to deal with their Pokemon with no problem. Fluttermane and Regieleki would probably be the weakest part in my team, just because of the fact that like the speed's important, but they're a little frail, and he doesn't have anyone that's really going to take advantage of yeah, so there's that. Okay, so Grassy Glide or Grassy Surge comes out from Rillaboom, and we've got Iron Hands and Rillaboom to start. So 2 fake out users in the beginning. That's not great. We're gonna go ahead and start off with Rain Dance, and we're gonna protect here for Garchomp, because they're going to start off by using Fake Out on someone, and I've got Covert Cloak on Tornadus. So, oh, okay. There's that. Rain Dance. Here you go. Have some fun. Wild Charge is going to come up after that. Now I got Tornadus. That's totally fine. We kind of foresaw that happening, but I just wanted to like kind of force it. But I didn't want to do Tailwind because, you know. Oh, Iron Hands has leftovers. Let's go. Actually, since it's now raining outside, I can bring out Urshifu. And because I go first, I could Terra Water Searching Strikes into Iron Hands and Dragon Claw into Rillaboom. This is probably going to hurt a lot. Now, the better choice might have been to go Chien-Pao, so that I can Terra Flying, so I can do Earthquake, knocking down Iron Hands quite a bit. But because I already set up for the rain, and he can't do anything with Rillaboom, I mean, he can still use Wood Hammer, but I think I'm faster, and I think I will live through Wood Hammer. I doubt it, but I think. Dragon Claw goes first. Does a decent amount to Rillaboom. Searching Strikes. In the rain, Terra Water with Mystic Water. Oh yeah, he's going down. There's no way. And he's down. Wood Hammer goes out to Garchomp instead, which is going to drain him down to 5 HP. And the recoil doesn't knock him out still? Oh, brings him down to like nothing. What? Oh, that is insane. All right, who's your third? Who is your third? Oh, that is intense. Okay. Great Tusk is next. Great Tusk is gonna be scarfed for sure. So we're gonna Aqua Jet it. Yes, we're gonna Aqua Jet. And Terra Blast? Are you serious? Yeah, it's serious. We'll protect here. withdrew Willaboom, so it's a good thing that I didn't Aqua Jet that slot, or even begin to attack that slot. They bring in Fluttermane, totally fine. Terra, it's gonna be for Great Tusk. It's gonna be ground, so he's gonna be using a massive Earthquake here. Super duper massive Earthquake here. I'm gonna protect on Garchomp. Aqua Jet. In the rain, plus Terra. Oh, it almost knocks him out, but it doesn't. Here comes the Earthquake. Does nothing to Garchomp. Oh, it does very little. What? You are kidding. Thanks for the HP. That is like nothing to Urshifu. What? Why? And why is Terra Blast highlighted? That's so weird. Aqua Jet, and then we're gonna go Terra Blast. Fluttermane. I'm running out of options. Aqua Jet's gonna knock it out though. So we got rid of Great Tusk here. Like, it's really, really hard to survive in the rain. Terra, Aqua. It's, yeah. With Mystic Water, it's really, really hard. Fluttermane will use Moonblast, which will knock out the Urshifu, unfortunately. But that's okay, because now here comes Terra Blast. Why is Great Tusk weak against normal? That doesn't make any sense. Why did you say that it's effective and yet just doesn't? What? That's not. That's so weird. Dude, this game sometimes doesn't have any effects. Like, I knew that it doesn't because he's Ghost. But it's like, it's effective. It'll work. Why? It should say that it doesn't work. What? That's so random. Okay, so we have Fake Out here from Rillaboom. And we have Fluttermane. I think Fake Out goes before Sucker Punch. I mean, he could just stop the... Oh, man. Yeah, Protect and Earthquake. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Fluttermane moves faster than Garchomp does. So here comes the Fake Out. Goes right into the Chi and Pow, which is what I thought he would. Moonblast into the Garchomp, which obviously he would. Rain stopped. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and Sucker Punch into the Fluttermane. We're going to Sucker Punch into the Fluttermane because it gives me a dedicated turn if we knock out the Fluttermane, which we should. It is incredibly frail, so it goes down. Now, Rillaboom, what are you going to do? Are you going to knock yourself out with Wood Hammer? U-turn. Gets me about half. Safe bet. Ice Spinner into that slot. We took this one. Just barely, though. That Fluttermane could have done anything else, but since it didn't, I didn't have to worry about it. Ugh. W on match 5. 2 out of 3. All right, ladies and gents, so that'll be the end of this particular video. So we are currently halfway through Ultra Ball. We went 2 and 3 for our match of 5, which isn't great by all means. The first 3 did seem like it was going to be like a losing streak, and we are definitely still in it. I'm not gonna lie. So here is what I'm thinking for changes. The problem with Dragonite and Qianpao is becoming very, very necessary to deal with. Priority as a whole is becoming a very big thing to deal with. So how do we deal with priority? Well, we do have a couple of options. We can bring people in that, we can bring Pokemon in that automatically get rid of priority moves, like Indeedee with Psychic Surge. We could bring in Farigiraf with Armor Tail. We can bring in Pokemon that have Quick Guard. Those three are going to be the biggest things that we're going to want to focus on. Now, is every team using Dragonite, Qianpao in this season? It seems like that's the case, even though Urshifu it's Fluttermane, Urshifu, and then like someone else, I think Tornadus on the ladder. I haven't looked today, but last time I looked, it was those three specifically. We could also use our Terras defensively to make sure that we're not being affected by extreme speed, but that's only one part. We still have Bullet Punch, we still have Aqua Jet, we still have First Impressions, we still have Fake Out. We have so many moves that generate priority that it's becoming a thing. And because that it's a thing, we need to start dealing with it as a player base and hopefully take care of it all the way around. So here's the end video question for you guys, the Poke fans of the world. What are you thinking of dealing with priority? Who would you bring? What would you bring? In this particular team that I'm playing now, who would you replace to deal with priority? What is the consensus that you guys have? Because priority is everywhere. And if you're not running priority, even when in the event that you have to deal with Trick Room, you are completely running behind other people because they are using the stuff that works and we're just being stubborn. And I say we because I'm definitely one of those people. I will gladly run a strategy to the ground before I admit defeat. And that's because of the fact that I've always been raised to be stubborn. Like, you got to keep trying, you got to keep doing or going. And if you don't, you're just going to continue falling flat on your face, but you have to get up and go again and again and again. But it's only because of the fact that you don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. So I'm hoping you guys don't want to lose either. But let me know in the comments down below, what would you guys do? In a world of priority, what is your options? What is your answers? And how would you deal with the problems of Season 8 of Pokemon? I would gladly like to hear them. And that, my friend, is going to be the end of the video. So like it if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Again, leave a comment down below, especially for the questions of the world that I asked you guys earlier today. Just let me know. I answer and reply to any and all comments that you guys leave, because I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to hit that bell, you can as well. It lets you know when I upload, and pretty consistent so far, 6 days a week. And then probably every other Sunday that I might post something. It depends on how much recording I have to do and editing and stuff like that. And that's it. That's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy middle of the weekday. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow is going to be Wednesday. So yay. But that's it. I won't take up any more of your time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.